Eckler now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Eckler has long been one of the most underrated players in the NFL, but he's now starting to get his due. 915 yards, a career best last season, with 13 touchdowns on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Rolling to his right. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Down to the 42, 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And they pitch it to Eckler. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it.
There he goes, left side. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he takes it in for the Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Play action. Now it's Tua. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Here is Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Go.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And that one too high and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very poor decision there. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They'll run for it with Eckler. Down the right sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
Hey, go lion. Go horn.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal, Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On second down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Powering his way forward.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Up the middle with Eckler.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity. Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
5-9.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
And he will have a Dolphins first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Now Tua rolling to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Ced Wilson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 32-yard line now, here's second and a yard. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Herbert now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And quickly, they get to the line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The offense on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
And he is going to be out of bounds here, short of the line to gain, so that will be a turnover on downs.
Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Ready.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Tua's going to change things up.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Going right.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let it fly.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
That ball caught. It's chosen. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
44. Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just